with the defensive star, Aaron Donald.
Just your feeling right now, you guys close out, you're going to the Super Bowl. You've been through a lot with this club. Now you're going to the ultimate shot here. What about that?
Hard work pay off. We came a long way. Stayed together, played together as a team, and finished strong, man. That's what it's about. We go to the Super Bowl.
What about the way the defense really pulled it together? You get down 13-0, you shut them down, you get the interception late to swing it to give your offense a chance at the end.
Everybody flying around, making plays, staying together, and we finish this thing strong. Great team win.
When you come into an environment like this and you pull out this type of victory, how does that make you feel going to the Super Bowl?
Feel great. You know, it's us against everybody else. We just come back. You know, we owed them. They got us last time, but we got them when it counted. So that's what all that matters.
Nobody on the Patriots wants to see him. Back in Week 9, the Rams defense was steamrolled by the Saints. Yesterday, the opposite happened. Look at total yards, 487 in the Week 9 game, only 290 yesterday. Great adjustments from this Rams Super Bowl team. We love to talk about McVay and the offense. The defense absolutely deserves some credit here. And how much is the question?
I was looking at Aaron Donald, and there was a few plays in this game where he beat a double team, beat a triple team with different types of move. His skill set is phenomenal. He hit a guy with a swim move and got in the backfield and was there in a flash. Now, his stats might not show up big because he's playing in the interior and he's such a phenomenal talent, but his disruption and making Drew Brees uncomfortable, that was one of the main reasons why the defense was able to step up and play so well.
They paid Ndamukong Suh $15 million for 1 year, and he did not have a great regular season, but he had the 4th-and-1 stop against Ezekiel Elliott, and last night he was awesome. But to me, the biggest story on the defensive side of the ball was the complete flip of the switch on what they did to Michael Thomas after what happened the first time they played.
I couldn't believe it.
The first time these two teams played, Michael Thomas absolutely torched the Rams. 12 receptions, 15 targets, 211 yards and a touchdown, and he was flexing all over the place. Yesterday, 4 catches, 36 yards. There was a challenge made to Marcus Peters. There was a challenge made to Aqib Talib. And although he's 72 years old, Wade Phillips has some pride. Wade Phillips is a prideful man. And there was a challenge made to Wade Phillips with footage of that play, that 3rd and 8 deep pass from Week 9 over and over and over again. I have to give credit to Wade Phillips and to those defensive backs because Michael Thomas was quiet yesterday. He had a couple catches. You saw him, and he was important. You know he was definitely in the game plan. They eliminated him in the biggest of moments. Hats off to that Rams defense, silencing one of the best wide receivers in all of football.
And even when Sean Payton, after the first game, he comes out, he's talking to the media, he said, you know, well, we like that matchup a lot. And for anybody that's listening to know football, that's basically a big wink, like we wanted to go at Marcus Peters, and that's why we hit the game winner. So obviously Marcus Peters felt some type of way.
No doubt. And they shut down Michael Thomas, and yet still the Saints have the ball in overtime. They win the toss. They're going to go down the field just like the Patriots did. And before even the interception, sometimes there's the play before the big play. Like we always talk about the Malcolm Butler interception of Russell Wilson. The play before that was Dante Hightower tackling Marshawn Short. If he doesn't, that's it.
Right.
So if you look at the play before the play, there was a get the ball to Ingram. Sue grabs Ingram. They think he's down. He stops him. Then Donald cleans up for a 6-yard loss. That leads to a 2nd and 16, which leads to the interception. More of what you're talking about, Peter, was Sue and the guys like that up front. This is after that play, but it's still Brees, right? Fowler hits him. And then John Johnson, this is a hard play to make. There's how many times you see a DB who says, oh, we almost got it. I just couldn't bring it in. Johnson said after the game as he's falling down making the interception, he says, it took forever. He's talking to the LA Times. I couldn't wait for it to come down out of the sky. By the way, after he made the interception, he got up and did the chop-up.
Yes, he did.
Right in the Superdome. He said that he had that thing preloaded. He said, as soon as I found out we're going down to New Orleans, I was going to do it. But that so easily could have been an almost play. Almost. Oh, imagine if he had caught it on his back.
And we would have been okay with it.
Then it's 3rd and 16. Right. You don't know what's happening. But those 2 plays, unbelievable. Because even after all the defense they did, Saints still have the ball in overtime.
Dante Fowler was in Jacksonville, and remember we went to London, and all those guys went out and they partied and all that stuff. Dante Fowler wasn't one of those guys. No, Dante Fowler did something worse. He forgot to show up to practice that Saturday morning, did not go to the walkthrough. The Jaguars said, we're done with this guy. The Rams trade for him. And for Dante Fowler, who has been considered a malcontent and a bust, to make the biggest defensive pass rush of the entire season on any conference in any game says so much about this league and how second chances do exist. He made the big play, and John Johnson finished it up.
These midseason acquisitions have been amazing, and it's just insane to think about how I'm looking at the Rams and the Patriots now because I'm so impressed by everything the Rams did, what Jared Goff did. I think that they took down the best team in the NFL. I felt like from the offseason, the Saints were the best team, destined to go there. They had home field, everything going for them. So for the Rams to show up to hold them to 10 points in the last 3 quarters, to stifle a run game that is maybe the best in the league when it's playing at its potential, to 48 yards and over 20 carries. Ingram, Kamara, they didn't have much to say yesterday after the game, even about the call, because they knew that they didn't end up doing their job. What they were able to do were Drew Brees, how many shots did he take down the field? 1 to Ted Ginn? 1? Nothing was working for them, so much credit to Wade Phillips. We'll see what they can cook up for Tom Brady and company.
And if you're just tuning in, we have talked a lot about the missed call, and we have very strong feelings about it. I think it's inexcusable. Nate comes out more that they need to make other plays. We've talked about it a lot, and we all
feel like it's inexcusable, for sure.
Sure. But
yeah, I come out on the other side, I feel like the Saints still had a chance to win the game after that bad no call.
I think if they throw the flag, they're in the Super Bowl.
I do too.
So happens every single game.
We'll talk more about that coming up. The reigning coach of the year, Sean McVay, has the Rams in the Super Bowl. But how will the young genius fare when he squares off against Bill Belichick in Atlanta? So many ins and outs here. This is Chris O'Rourke.
I'll shoot you an estimate as soon as I get back to the office.
Hey, I can help you do that right now. Hi, Thrive.
Thrive?
Yep, I'm the all-in-one management software built for small business. Hi, Thrive.
Help me with scheduling?
Sure.